Residential Site Valuation and Cost Approach, page 17. Fact: sometimes this is the only way to make sure that a sale was an arm's length transaction and there was no undue pressure on either of the parties to act. Unlike general data resources, an appraiser reviews specific data for relevancy in each appraisal assignment. All data should be the most recent and relevant data available. As you review the chart below, note that there is some overlap between the different types of specific data and with general data resources. Specific data resources data bank. Property specific. Personal inspection. County records, deed, mortgage, tax, multiple listing services. Buyer, seller, broker, agent, computer databases and internet, published, recorded info, comparative data, sales comparison data, cost approach data, income/expense data, personal inspection, condition, personal inspection, depreciation, personal inspection, vacancy, buyer, seller, broker, agent, cost manuals, books, online, seller, broker, agent, county records, deed, mortgage, tax, supply houses, labor pools, property managers, rental companies, multiple listing services, architects, contractors, engineers, accountants, other professionals, computer databases and internet, financial statements, published recorded info, professional magazines, journals, and organizations, professional journals, organizations. Note: these data lists are not all inclusive. Other data sources may also be used. Much of this information is available online from various websites on the internet. Defining real estate markets. To arrive at the most credible value opinion possible, the appraiser must examine the specific market area where properties and buyers are competing. A market area is the broadest of all terms identifying the boundaries of a particular area. When describing a market area, the appraiser is providing an account of the land uses and characteristic of typical market participants within the defined area. A market area can be interpreted in various ways. Market areas can be delineated by the following: property use, residential or commercial. Property type, single family or multifamily units. Government services, school districts or tax districts. Environmental factors, resort property or proximity to hazards. Page 18. In fact, one way to delineate the market is to examine some of the value principles from the first chapter. Properties that share the same externalities or share the same demographics may be considered part of the same market. Furthermore, any property that a buyer would readily perceive as a substitute can be put into a specific real estate market. The appraiser does his best to continue to break down the market until it is as defined and focused as practical. As the appraiser begins defining the real estate market, some market divisions are easy and obvious. Since location is an important aspect of property value, it is natural to use geographic barriers as one way to define a market area. People who are interested in property in one geographic area generally limit themselves to that area. This delineation can continue right down to the neighborhood level. That is why comparable sales used in the appraisal process should come from the same neighborhood. The delineation of the market along neighborhood boundaries serves as a useful way to define the market, ensuring that activity within the market area will produce the most accurate reflection of the market value there. Neighborhoods. A neighborhood is a compilation or a group of complementary uses. A neighborhood is simply a small part of a larger community or market area. When describing a neighborhood, the appraiser is looking at all of the uses, even though varied, which create the overall environment. The complementary uses could be a mix of residential, commercial, and service, as well as other amenities. The neighborhood could share physical characteristics, for instance, similar style or age, or physical boundaries. For instance, natural boundaries, such as a river, or artificial boundaries, such as a highway. But neighborhoods can also be defined by other characteristics. Properties that have similar uses or zoning, price range,